Hey guys, I'm Sam Crack, and today we're going to work on the aesthetics of the cheap blue Jaguar. We're going to start by giving this car a ceramic coat, which will make our cheap paint job look like a little bit more expensive paint job. It's going to give it a little bit glossier finish and really protect the paint. Then we're going to make this thing look less like a work in progress and make it look more like a finished project. We're going to put the grille back, the leaping growler, all the reflectors, everything that's missing is going to go back on the car. And last, here, throw me that. I actually got an assistant, but just for the day. I've got in this tube $20 worth of cheap eBay pre-cut tint. Now, it's been a while since I've messed around with something like this, and to be completely honest with you, I miserably failed the last couple times I've messed around with this stuff. But today, we're gonna see if we can conquer the art of $20 pre-cut eBay tint. Let's get right to it. Now, the guys over at Avalon King reached out to me and asked if I wanted to try out their new Armor Shield 9. This is a liquid nano coating, also known as a ceramic coating, that applies right to the paint in your car and protects it for several years. You never really need to wax your car again after applying this. And one big difference between this coating versus all the other ones on the market is that they encourage you install it at home. This is very simple to apply, negating hundreds of dollars of install costs from a professional detailing service. Now, everything you need to install the Armor Shield 9 will be included in the box, which is this foam pad and a few of these disposable cloths. First, you're going to wrap one of the cloths around the foam pad, and you're just going to apply 3 to 4 drops of the coating to the cloth on the pad. Next, moving in sections along your car, either going up and down or left and right, apply the coating to the car. After allowing a few minutes to dry, you might see some of the coating evaporate, but anything that's excess, you can just wipe it off with one of the disposable cloths included, or use your own microfiber towel. You can basically apply this anywhere you want on your car, including the plastic trim and the wheels. Anything can be coated with the Armor Shield 9. I used right around 1 whole bottle of Armor Shield 9 to coat the entire Jaguar. Alright, so I've applied ceramic coating to the entire paint surface of this car. I did not do the wheels, which you can do, but right now I've got a hose right here. I just want to show you, whenever I put water on the entire car, you could see it just sheets off and beads everywhere on the paint. Nothing sticks to a car when you've got it ceramic coated. I took things a step further and took some mucky water and threw it on the hood of the car. Nothing stuck, it all sheeted off, and any little dirt particles left can be simply rinsed off with a hose. I want to give a huge thanks to the guys over at Avalon King for providing me with the Armor Shield 9 and sponsoring this video. After installing and testing it out, it seems to be just as good as any other ceramic coating I've used in the past, except it's easier to install and it costs substantially less. Now, if you're interested in some Armor Shield 9 for your car, you can check the link in the description box below, as well as a provided coupon to save $25 off your first bottle, making this likely the cheapest ceramic coat on the market. Thanks again to the guys over at Avalon King. Things are coming along nice on the Jaguar. If you remember, I picked up the rear reflectors at the Pick Your Parts yard. I've got the painted rear spoiler on there. I think it looks pretty good. The only thing I'm having a little bit of trouble with, and I'm going to try and figure that out right now, is that I have these side turn signal markers, but the wire, you can't even see it. It's really deep in there. So without taking this piece off, which would mean I take the tire off and be a major pain, I got this cool tool, and I'm gonna see if it will reach in there and grab that cord for me. So I bought this tool a long time ago, and I've never had a use for it until now. Basically, it's this long wire, and I'm gonna cut these little tabs off, we'll make it real long, and then there's a button up top. When you press it, a little claw comes out and it will grab whatever you're trying to grab. So say that you drop something in your engine bay that's not magnetic. This, you should be able to fish down and grab. All right, everybody rush to your local automotive store or tool store and get one of these tools immediately. This thing's a lifesaver, and it worked like instantly in a couple seconds. So check that out. Went ahead and grabbed that. Now I'll let it go on the end, and boom. An amazing, amazing tool, and it's cheap too. Let's start here right at the front of the car. Obviously, I put the grill back, the leaping growler is back, but you guys had a request, and I think it turned out really nice. I painted the mesh part of the grill here, the gray color that the wheels were. If you remember at the paint shop, they just painted the entire thing blue, and I think it looks really good. It's got that kind of contrast in the front and almost makes the grill look metal. So good choice, guys. I'm a big fan of that. Now, we'll go over. We've got our reflectors in on the sides here. All of them are on the car like they were before, except for this one right here. So I'm gonna be on the hunt to get that so it's complete and everything looks good. And the only other thing on the outside of this car besides windshield washer nozzles, which I just gotta go run to the parts store and get, if you remember, I painted these red right here, but I never did the rears. I kind of started digging the silver color in the rears again. So what do you guys think? Are you a fan of the silver color calipers, or are you more of a fan of the red color calipers? Comment section down below. I'll probably end up just painting the rears red to match everything, but I don't know. I'm a fan of both. I'm just having a hard time picking. The fun part is in this tube right here. All $20 worth of eBay pre-cut cheap window tint. Now, to prepare myself for this job, I watched a really great YouTube channel with two professional young men by the name of T-Hom's Lab, or it's probably just Tom's Lab, but it's much more fun to say T-Hom's Lab because of the way it's spelled.
It's pre-cut. You ain't gotta do any cutting to it. Alright? Well, you need your spray bottle for one. Your card. And other than that, all you need is a credit card. I got one somewhere.
I've got a few other things, but I'm going to do this in a very amateur fashion to see if we can get it done. Now, I do have a heat gun that I can bust out if it's gonna help me, but I've got our slip solution right here, which is just baby shampoo and water. So soap and water. I've got the pre-cut tint. And I've got these, you know, Bondo, whatever things you call them, you know, these things that you use to shape Bondo. And so this is going to be my squeegee. That's all I got. So let's get to it. You guys tell me right now in the comment section below. Is this a fail or, you know, I don't know. Maybe I can do this. We'll find out.
Take your credit card and your buddy's credit card. If you're feeling real saucy, you can get his credit card numbers and use it to buy your own tint later on.
The main reason why I would really love window tint on this car, it actually doesn't have to do with the heat absorption properties or the heat rejection properties, because I think all this cheap window tint doesn't do a very good job of that. I'm not positive, but I just don't think it does. The reason is it would hide this hideous interior. This is one of the ugliest color interiors I've ever seen on a car. So first things first, I'm actually gonna spray the outside of where this thing peels up, and you're gonna wanna keep your thumbs all wet. Everything needs to stay wet because you gotta get this thing set in place perfectly. So I'm gonna get the outside. Oh look, did I already rip it? Look, what's that? Oh, what's that all about? What the hell is that all about? I already ripped the tint. How did I rip it? Come on. All right, well, we made it here.
All right, we're gonna go over the antenna.
And we're gonna put it against our window. It's already not lining up perfect. Ah! Damn it. Come on. This is not gonna happen. No, the wind. Okay, so never do this outside. Let's just start with do not do this outside. Never ever. This is stupid to do outside. Doesn't work outside, period. I'm giving my chances very low. Actually, I'm getting this thing in place, not bad right now, but I'm still giving myself a low chance of success here. Hold on, buddy. Now look at this line right here. I actually lined it up pretty darn good. If I can anchor the top, I can roll the window up and finish the install. This tint is pretty lined up, but this corner needs to be pulled over a little bit, and I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna have to lower the window down here. Let me pull this out. Okay, here's the next problem is, you know, you gotta push the tint down into this, the weather stripping here. And this is, you hear that crinkling is not good. Oh, come on. How is this? I'm like, I think that now I'm stuck. I think that this is it. I think I might fail on the first piece. Come on, you piece of shit. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Come on, get in there. Get in there now. Come on. Ooh, what is that right there? Whoa. Whoa, oh, that's good. Kind of. Ah, look at that. Now, the question is just getting this corner pushed in. And that's probably where your professional tool does you a really nifty job. Get a look at that. What does it look like from the outside? Oh, it looks like shit. Hold on. So check that job out. It actually is in. It's got, you know, a couple fingers right here, so this is where I'd break out the heat gun. Right here, I'm wondering what the heck's going on. That's overspray from our beautiful job. The piece of tint is in. I guess I did it, although I'm not sure what these are gonna dry like. Let me get a heat gun on those, and let's see how that dries. From here on the camera, I mean, it looks great. Well, this is all full of soapy water, but you see how it was before, and here it is after. But I'm still going to say so far that I failed. Here are 3 decent sized fingers, that's what they call these. I've tried putting a little bit of heat on them and nothing. I think this soapy water would go away. I've tried pushing it out as best as I could. Anytime I've ever got a window tint job, there's always a little bit of stuff, you know, this little stuff goes away. But I can't imagine that this would dry up and not leave some sort of nasty mark. Now, if you know why this is happening, is it the tint? Is it my job? What is it? But I know that, unfortunately, I'm probably gonna have to pull that off. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna give the rear window a shot, and then we're gonna decide if I can do a good job on the rear window, I'm gonna do the rest of the car. If not, it's just all gonna come off and we're gonna be riding fishbowl. All right, I just did the rear window, and a couple takeaways. I'm actually feeling more confident about this job. First of all, this is a flat, fixed window. That went in like nothing. If all the windows were like that, if you're doing a truck with those rear flat windows, attempt this. It's not going to be hard. Here, this is stupid. Get a good look at this right here. So in the instructions, which I did throw away, but I noticed it said something about a scored edge, and I noticed it on the first one too. They actually put like a little tear in the edge. Well, I grabbed it from there, and look what it did. It gave me a nice rip. So that rip is hideous. You would never want this in a tint job. This will have to be redone. But this is where I'm at in this. If I can continue doing this job successfully with the other sides and finish it, I might just order just this piece. Say, hey guys, I just need one piece. And what could it be? If the whole thing was 20 bucks, this has got to be like $5, $10. All right, that last window gave me confidence, and now, without even getting to this side, I'm throwing the towel on. I'm gonna show you why. I showed you the rip in the other side over there. I was very, very careful with this, and boom. It was caught here and it ripped a little bit. Okay, all right, let me keep pulling. Then it ripped here and then it ripped here. 3 rips, 1 piece of tint.
Hey, just be nice and slow though, because you will rip it. Promise.
This is ridiculous, and I can only attribute that to cheap quality window tint. It shouldn't tear that easy, or maybe their machine didn't cut it right. I don't know what in the hell's going on, but hire a tint guy, especially because there's like deals for this cheap tint. You can get it installed for like $100 bucks. So, is it worth the $20? If you have flat surfaces, really dainty hands, and don't have any muscle apparently, and I don't have hardly any muscle, I'm just pulling this stuff and it's ripping left and right. There's no point in installing ripped tint on the car anymore. So from about 10 feet away, the cheap eBay tint looks good, but it's when we get up close. Of course, you see these big fingers down here. Some of these small bubbles might actually go away. I mean, this has only been installed for like 30 minutes now, but I think the main issue is this. It's only 20 bucks, but at the end of the day, you have cheap tint on your windows. The other part is that I messed up, 2 pieces or 3 pieces. So in order for me to master this, I personally am gonna need at least 2 kits, if not 3. If you go to a $99 tint special place, which there's a lot of them around here, you're gonna get crappy tint installed on your windows, but you're gonna get a good job on crappy tint. So I would rather have a good job in crappy tint than a crappy job in crappy tint. And like I said, by the time I master my crappy tint job, I'm gonna be $40 or $60 into it and waste a lot of time, where I could just pay someone $100, and then they'll give me a lifetime warranty on it, and then they'll go out of business in 2.5 years, so that lifetime warranty is not really a lifetime warranty. So guys, if you have any questions about crappy window tint or hopefully something completely different, be sure to email me at the email in the description box below and follow me on Instagram. I've been hinting at the new rebuild project there. You guys can get some good hints if you go check it out right now. There'll be very exciting news in the coming week or so on the Jaguar. Can't wait to share that with you. And until next time, when I make a video entitled Removing Crappy Window Tint from the Blue Jaguar, I'll catch you very soon. So I just opened all this up, and right here it says very important, and it has some information on it. But like a true window tint expert, I'm going to take this, I'm going to throw it right in the garbage can. And that probably just sealed my fate for the rest of this project, but we'll find out right now.